Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Miss Irma D. Stepp Memorial Classic Game 2. Today's matchup, we have the homestanding Alice Lloyd College Eagles taking on the visitors from Crown College. Thank you for joining me as always. This is Gannon Brown. Let's watch some basketball. And looking at that starting lineup, you're going to see a familiar face from last year making his season debut. Up at the top is going to be number 22 getting the ball almost right there. It's going to be Jacob Curry making his season debut. I know he had an off-season injury on that left leg. It was a freak accident while practicing some basketball, but he's back. He's ready to play. Got a new look, but that doesn't stop him. Running out the starters is going to be, well, look at Curry. Starting to shoot back instantly. You're going to have Evan Eversole there, number 55. Number 2, Koji Anderson. Number 32, Landon Napier. And number 1, Nas Welch. Rounding out the starters for your Eagles. And I will be pulling up this roster for Crown. Going to show them some love. Another Curry 3. And it's in! Curry with his first make of the year is a deep 3. It looks like they're going to review it to make sure he got that off in time. That'll give us a second to get this Crown College roster up. Like they're still conversing about this. Wonder what they're gonna say. I will say I thought it got off, but let's see what they're saying. They're saying he didn't get it off in time. All right, I found that Crown roster. I'm sorry about that delay, ladies and gentlemen. I've been helping him with a few different other things, just now getting myself situated. Looks like we're going to have number 4, Jordan Mills. Number 3, Logan McGraw. Took that shot there. Number 10, Micah Thomas. Number, I believe, 32, Logan Klein. And running him off, number 22, Ryan Bixler. As always, let's see who's watching in the comments section below. It says we got about 27 current viewers. Who are we rooting for? Are you looking to see the Alice Lloyd Eagles come up on top, or are you looking for the Crown College Royal Crusaders to get the victory here tonight in the Miss Irma's Classic? And also, who are you rooting for? Which players? Give some players some shout-outs, too. I know a lot of people tune in to watch their kids, grandkids, just friends. So who are we here watching tonight? Koji Anderson with a 3, and he makes his first shot of the ball game. Gives Alice Lloyd a 5-4 lead. And Alice Lloyd off to a little bit of a rocky start. The men's basketball program hasn't won their first game yet. They're looking to change that tonight. What a better place to do it than the night that we're honoring Coach Stepp's mother, Miss Irma Stepp. If you've never been on campus, Miss Irma was one of the most beloved people to ever walk foot on this campus, I do believe. She had a lot of people who looked to her as an actual grandmother, the students, different faculty, different staff members, and she's definitely made a big impact. I mean, one of our eating places on campus is Miss Irma's Cafe, honoring the late, great Irma Stepp. So it's a great thing that they're able to put on this this tournament to show some love to her memory and to show a lot of basketball, a lot of great basketball here in Pippa. So number 4, Jordan Mills, a senior out of Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, with that bucket. And you're seeing a new look for the Eagles here. Koji Anderson with a mid-range pull-up. You're seeing a new look. They've been a lot of big ball. Last year you had Ben Sumahara, Jared Strickland, Devontae Robinson, Jackson Tackett. You had, I feel like I'm missing a big name. You had different size. You had different people that could play size. And you're seeing a shorter team. You're seeing freshman Evan Eversole come in. But then other than that, you have Micah Wills, you have Keegan Ward, and then you have Landon Napier, probably the tallest guys on the team. So you have a lot more speed than you had. That you're sacrificing that with height. Curry shooting currently 0 for 3 with that violation. Once he gets in rhythm, though, there's no telling what Curry's going to go for tonight. Currently sitting at a 7-6 score in favor of the Alice Lloyd Eagles as Anderson drives in and takes a midi. Just a little too much off that block. Going to see Logan Klein driving down on Nas Welch. Back to Bixler for the 3. We're going to take a 2-point lead. And we're seeing a good crowd here, especially for a Friday night game. Most students would go home, but you're seeing a lot of faculty, a lot of staff. And then the other teams that played earlier tonight, it looks like both of them have stayed to watch. I know Great Lakes took I believe a 10-point victory tonight in a very interesting fought match. I know in the first 2 minutes they were leading 14-2. They came out off the break super strong with a couple steals. So that was definitely an interesting sight to see as the team starting out that hot. Looks like we're seeing a 4-man rotation, 5-man sub in, sub out for the Alice Lloyd Eagles coming in. Taysom Parks, Aiden Sloan, let me find names, sorry about that. It's going to be Jamel Hazel, Desmere Hatchett, and then rounding him out is going to be Daniel Carmichael. Just off there for Jacob Curry for that 3. But Evan with the ball. Eversole, another one that's been asked to make a big impact off the break as a freshman here, and I believe he has. He's put up a lot of big man minutes. And then watching JV yesterday, Keegan Ward played amazing at the center position. Those are 2 guys that you're going to look to see Alice Lloyd use a lot more going forward without the height of the Sumaharos or the Stricklands. Great court vision there by Koji Anderson to find Evan Eversole down there wide open in the paint. 2 defenders crashed on Anderson, and he saw the open man and took it. And that puts Alice Lloyd down by just 4. Welch with the D there. Have Koji Anderson bringing up the court. Looks like a foul there on, that's going to be number 4, Jordan Mills, and we're going to have a 5-man substitution. And it looks like a timeout. Current score, Alice Lloyd 9, Crown 13 with 13:38 to go in the first half of action. I know a lot of things are going on here in Pippa this next couple of days. I know that the Miss Irma's Classic will continue on tomorrow with 2 more matches, as well as tomorrow being the, let me make sure that I get conference right. It's going to be the NCCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Championship. And today had Boys College face off against Welch College. I'm not sure who won that game. That game happened at 6 o'clock, so that game has concluded. If I find out the winner, I'll let you know. And the winner of those two will face Alice Lloyd's Lady Eagles team at 12 tomorrow for the championship. That would be Alice Lloyd's first regional championship for volleyball, as they sit at 22-8. As this is by far the best year in program history for the Lady Eagles volleyball team, and you just wonder how far they're going to go. You're not really seeing any negativity out of them. You're seeing a lot of young stars, a lot of seniors playing their parts, not wanting to play their last game just yet, and a lot of middle-classmen really stepping up. You're going to see some good volleyball if you're able to tune in and watch that tomorrow. I highly recommend it if you have the chance. As you're going to see a new 5-man for Alice Lloyd. Jamel driving. And gets the bucket. Mel's another one that has made a pretty solid impact. I know he coaches, so he has the mindset of a player and a coach, able to kind of make quick adjustments on the court. And they're going to call a walk on that one. Actually, they're going to call a hold on number 12, Jamel Hazel. And they're going to get another shot off. They're getting a lot of shot opportunities there. That's going to be number 3, Logan McGraw. Sloan driving. Sloan getting just tripped up. Looks like he might have aggravated something with his knee. Walking a little bit slower. Desmere Hatchett's going to bring up the ball for the Eagles. It looks like number 12, Kayla Browder, is about to sub in for Crown. Taysom Parks with the close basket. And it's going to be Mills bringing it up the court for the Crown Royal Crusaders. Carmichael on defense. Carmichael with a little bit too handsy on that defense is going to give him his first foul of the ball game. Going to have Alice Lloyd with 2 fouls, while Crown is sitting at just 1. It's going to be Mills subbing out. Deep shot there. Second chance option there from Thomas is going to get the basket. Current score 20-13 in favor of Crown. A lot of passing for the Eagles, but it's creating a lot of open shots. You're seeing a lot of Carmichael and Curry threes this early on in the game. Another Carmichael 3. That one off the mark as well. Hatchett with the rebound, though. I believe the ball off of Crown. It's going to give the Alice Lloyd Eagles another shot to get a basket to fall here. Hatchett with the inbound pass to Sloan. Over to Hazel. And Parks. Oh, just off the mark for Taysom Parks. And I do hope you're able to join us tomorrow. I know that tonight it's just me, so I know tomorrow it'll be a better dynamic with Caden Allen going to be joining me. He's been helping Jamie, Mr. Jamie Hughes, the best in the business. And Caden's going to be helping me tomorrow, so make sure to tune in for that one. I know he's been doing a great job helping out Jamie. Alice Lloyd on a fast break, going to be over to Desmere Hatchett with the Euro. Just too soft of a touch there, but goes out to Sloan, over to Carmichael for his shot. And that one drops for Daniel Carmichael. It's the first time we're hearing that name tonight, but I do not believe it will be the last. Carmichael and Curry are two in the same. If they get hot from three, expect them to shoot a good amount. As Crown answers with their own. But then there's Carmichael again for three. Daniel Carmichael, back-to-back triples. Keep his team within four. It looks like we're having a five-man substitution. It's going to be Koji Anderson, Landon Napier, Nas Welch, Alex Raznick, and Evan Eversole. And I believe we're going to have a media timeout. First media timeout of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Currently sitting at a score of Alice Lloyd 19, Crown Royals 23, with 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first half of action in Game 2 of the Miss Irma D. Stepp Memorial Classic. I know this is one that Alice Lloyd wants to win both of their games to honor their coach's mother. And we're back in action with a new five for Alice Lloyd. It's going to be number 55, Evan Eversole, number 32, Landon Napier, number 11, Alex Raznick, number 2, Koji Anderson, and number 1, Nas Welch. That's one thing that Scott Cornett's really known for, is his 5-in, 5-out rotation, trying to keep his guys with some energy, especially to save them for later in the game. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He sticks with his traditional substitutions. And we're back in action. Koji Anderson bringing the ball up the court. Over to Napier with a lane. Just too hard. Alice Lloyd just too soft. Nas Welch with the putback. Alice Lloyd struggling a little bit with their layups. Whether they're doing them too hard, too light. Seen full court press here from Alice Lloyd early on. They're looking to close this game in. Alice Lloyd currently with a 2-point deficit. Great D by Eversole there. And a putback by number 4. That's going to be Jordan Mills. It's a name we've said a good amount of tonight. Jordan Mills for the Royal Crusaders. Raznick with the 3, just off the mark. Anderson on the defense. And it's going to be a foul on number 1, Nas Welch. On that number 4, Jordan Mills. He's a senior for Crown. Mills going to be taking his first free throws of the game, making that first one. Subbing out is going to be number 11, Cameron Wilson. I believe going in is going to be Logan Klein, number 32. or I believe that's who that is. I'm going to do a 5-man read just to give everybody some love on Crown. It's going to be number 3, Logan McGraw. Number 4, Jordan Mills. Number 32, Logan Klein. Number 5, Abraham Jarrell. And it looks like number 10, Micah Thompson. Eversole with the pump fake and the midi just off the mark. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on number 11, Alex Raznick. It's going to be his first of the ball game. Yep, it's going to be on Alex Raznick. That's his first of the ball game. First one on the money for number 32, Logan Klein. And he goes 2 for 2. Putting them at a 8-point lead with 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half of action. Eversole with the rebound, and he gets fouled on the play off the Anderson 3. It's going to send Evan Eversole down to the line to shoot 2. First one goes in, putting it at a 7-point lead by Crown. Full court press still. Gives them a lane. Out to the wide open, almost open for Landon Napier with some great D there. And we're going to see another foul on number 1, Nas Welch. Deep 3 from 4 there. Mills has been shooting a lot, but he's been dropping them down, so I don't blame him for letting him keep going. The person with the most consistency for Alice Lloyd so far has been Daniel Carmichael, as Landon Napier hits a 3 of his own. But the person that's made the most shots for Alice Lloyd so far, and big bucket shots, is going to be not Alex Raznick, I apologize, Daniel Carmichael, and Carmichael is currently sitting on the bench. So you'll look to see some buckets come from him once he's able to come off the bench, keep hot. Alice Lloyd with the ball. Eversole with a lane. He takes it just off the back block, and he gets his own rebound. And that ball is going to be out on Crown as Daniel Carmichael looks to be subbing in the game. Yes, he's going to come in for, I believe, Nas Welch, who's tying his shoe currently. We're seeing some love for the returning number 22, Jacob Curry, in the comment section. Yeah, I was as excited as anybody when Curry told me that he would be coming back to play on Friday. I knew the first couple games Alice Lloyd missed him. I know I missed watching him play. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Just gets hot, doesn't miss a 3. I know there was one game last year, I think he made 7 or 8 threes. So always electric to see Jacob Curry out there, hoping to see him get a couple buckets here tonight. As Alice Lloyd has cut that lead down to 3. As Mills gets his hand on it out of bounds, as Alice Lloyd has 7 seconds to get a shot off. Mills has been amazing so far this game, ladies and gentlemen. Carmichael thought about it, got the 3 up. Eversole with the tip in. Evan Eversole making an important play there to cut the lead down to 1. And Eversole with a deflection. Look at Evan Eversole, the freshman, playing like he's been here forever. Anderson with a steal and a bucket to take the one of their first leads of the game, currently sitting at a 30-29 lead. Now Leslie going back with it. Turnover. So we have a timeout. Currently, Alice Lloyd with a lead, 30-29, with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first half of action. And we are back with some action today. Currently sitting at a 30-29 game in favor of your Alice Lloyd Eagles. I want to thank you again for joining me. I'm Gannon Brown, marketing student at Alice Lloyd College. I know we're going to have more marketing students sub in, so you'll get to meet a lot more of us. I know there's a lot of us working the game right now. I know my boss Jennifer Hall is on the right side of the court. You can't see her at this moment, taking pictures on our lovely camera that we've nicknamed Bertha, as well as Harley Feltner, working in marketing, also being an assistant with the women's basketball program. She's taken some pictures for us. And then down working the video board, I don't know if you're able to see the graphics that pop up. Currently, it's a picture of Miss Irma herself. That's Lila Cooper working that one. I know she was upstairs working the volleyball game a second ago, so getting her hours in for sure. You'll see a bunch of us working the game, so it's a hard-working group, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. Wonderful spin move there from Mills. Mills has already had a great game. Desmere Hatchet for three. Won't go. But he's going to get it back and put back. It's going to be Evan Eversole. Who else? 55 playing some great basketball, putting us with a 5-point lead. Looks like another timeout. Current score is going to be Alice Lloyd 34, Crown 29. And we are back in action. We're seeing some new faces. You're seeing some of the guys they brought up from JV last year. It's going to be Will Alexander, Micah Shelton, and Christian Large coming in, as well as the aforementioned number 22, Jacob Curry, back out on the court. To the rebound by Large. Curry with a deep three, gets him going with his first of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Curry with a deep three from the top arch, giving Alice Lloyd a 7-point lead. Great D there from Desmere Hatchett. Getting the deflection there with 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Alexander on the defense there. Chucked that one up, but not able to get it to go with the rebound. And the make. That was an impressive shot there, an impressive three there. Alexander with a deep three, and it goes in. Alexander with his first points of the game gives us a 7-point lead with only 3 minutes to go in the first half of action. Hatchett with the tip. It's going to go off number 4, Jordan Mills. It's going to give Alice Lloyd the ball. Hatchett with a wide open lane, and he's going to take that one. And we're going to have a jump. It looks like it's in favor of Alice Lloyd, giving them the ball back. With 2.5 minutes to go, Alice Lloyd with a 9-point lead. This will be looking to extend it to double digits. As they're going to feed Curry in the corner. Name a more iconic duo than Curry in the corner there. Jacob Curry, 2 since checking in this time. And a steal from Jacob Curry, giving it to Desmere Hatchett with the lay. Alice Lloyd sitting with a 47-33 lead. It was looking a little scary for them in the beginning, but they've seemed to figure out what they're doing. Hatchett with the rebound. And Curry again. Just off. Alexander with a 3 of his own. Won't go. Having to fight for that rebound, though. Looks like Curry's going to be subbing out, and Aiden Sloan's going to be coming in. And it looks like a timeout on the floor. Current score, Alice Lloyd 47. Royal Crusaders, 33.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Alice Lloyd currently with a 50-33 lead. And a steal from Hatchet with another lay, giving them a 52-point lead. One more point for a 20-point lead tonight. And a steal there from Micah Shelton with the pass to Christian Large and the lay, giving them a 21-point lead. But number 3, Logan McGraw, is going to answer with a 3 with 20 seconds left in the game, or in the half, I apologize. Alice Lloyd going for last shot here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot's got to go up. He did not get it off in time. Currently sitting at a score of Alice Lloyd 54, Crown College 36 going into halftime. You're seeing some performances, some different people showing their skills. You're seeing a lot of back and forth. Now here recently, Alice Lloyd was able to take a little bit of a stretch with a 18-point lead. So we have about 15 minutes until the second half commences. So until then, we will be taking a short little break, and we will be back. And we are back in the second half of action, ladies and gentlemen. Currently sitting at an Alice Lloyd 54, Crown 38 game. Alice Lloyd having, looks like the starters out there right now, Eversole, Welch, Napier with that 3, Koji Anderson, and at the top of the key is going to be the returning Jacob Curry. And for Crown, it looks like we're going to have number 3 do-it-all, Jordan Mills. They have number 10, Micah Thomas. Number 4, I already said Jordan Mills. I say it, he's doing everything. Say his name multiple times. Number 32, Logan Klein. Number 22, Ryan Bixler. And rounding him out is going to be number 3, Logan McGraw. Klein shooting free throws, making his first one. Looks like Desmere Hatchett's going to be checking in for the Eagles. Making his second. I believe it was a 3-point foul, actually. Desmere Hatchett coming in for Nas Welch. And going 3 for 3, cutting that deficit down to 15. Curry with the ball. Wide open. Koji Anderson with a stop and pop. And it's good for Koji Anderson. Anderson's having a good game there. Playing a little Gilgeous Alexander-like. I've been making jokes at him toward. He kind of drives a lot. So give him some grief about that one. He's a big T-Wolves fan. And I'm a big Thunder fan, so I'll go for that one. Smart pass there from Napier with a wide open 3 for Eversole. He could have taken the shot, but that would have gotten blocked. He saw Eversole with the deep end 3 wide open. And Eversole knocks it down. Was giving them Alice Lloyd a 20-point lead again. Deep 3 not gonna go for Crown. McGraw with the ball again. Great pass there from, that's going to be Jordan Miller again. Smart play there. Koji Anderson wide open for 3, and it's good. Koji Anderson with another bucket. It's going to be timeout for Crown as Alice Lloyd takes a 23-point lead within the first 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes and 10 seconds, actually, of the second quarter of action. And we're back after the timeout, looking like Alice Lloyd's going to keep the same group out there. Desmere Hatchett with the rebound, passing it to Jacob Curry. Faked him out, stop and pop, and it's good. Jacob Curry back like he never left, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the bench saying, I'm back. Curry, I think that's his 4th one of the game. Alice Lloyd currently with 6-7 points. Crown with 41. Tough finish there from Curry. It takes a little tumble, but he's going to get fouled. He's going to get to go to the line for 2. Jacob Curry having a great game back. We were talking to each other the other day, and he was saying that he usually has a game or 2 a season where he just lights out, shoots a lot, and you wonder if that's going to be today with 4 already. And a steal from Desmere Hatchett, driving 4-on-1 break over to Daniel Carmichael in the corner. 3 won't go off the side. Koji Anderson with the rebound, up to Evan Eversole for the bucket. We're going to see Aiden Sloan almost check into the game, not just yet. But you are going to see Jamel Hassel come in for Jacob Curry. Eversole coming in with another bucket, having Alice Lloyd with a 73-41 lead. 15 left in the game. Eversole again. You're hearing a lot of Evan Eversole tonight. I know Coach Cornett's going to be very happy with that. And a block by Eversole. And he's going to pass it to Hatchett. Hatchett with a midi, and it's good. Alice Lloyd 77, Crown 41. Alice Lloyd playing very good basketball at this moment. Great off-balance shot there from number 32, Logan Klein, for the visiting Crown Royal Crusaders, as Carmichael takes his three and makes it from the corner. Carmichael's having another good game. And we're going to have another timeout. Currently sitting at a score of Alice Lloyd 80, Crown 43. And we're back in. Alice Lloyd going to sub in Taysom Parks for Evan Eversole, giving him some well-deserved rest. So Aiden Sloan's going to be the one bringing it down the court. Pass to Carmichael, over to Parks, back to Sloan, to Hazel in the corner. And his three won't go, but Taysom Parks with the rebound, fighting for it. And we're going to keep possession here on the left side of the court. And Mel's going to get another bucket. And we're going to have a substitution. Alex Rasnick's going to come in for the Alice Lloyd Eagles for Desmere Hatchett. Hatchett having another good game tonight. Bixler with a deep three, won't go. Good defense there. Rasnick with the rebound, driving up the court. Over to Carmichael in the corner. Back to Sloan. Back to Carmichael for the corner three. And it won't go, but Parks with the rebound. Won't go. Parks with another rebound. No, that's going to be Jamel. Back out to Alex Rasnick for the three, and his three-pointer is going to go. Alice Lloyd with a lot of hustle on that play, but they're able to get it at the very, very end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and while we're watching some basketball, I'm joined by a very special guest, the one and only Dalton Cornett. Dalton, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. All right, let me ask you a couple questions. First one, obviously, with you being on the Firefighters, you finished this year in the Final Five for MVP voting. What was that like for you?
I mean, it was a pretty special moment, just getting to share that, even, with my family and my friends is pretty cool. Just living out all those experiences, I'll never forget all the experiences that I've got to be a part of.
I know one of those had to be that home run that sent you all to the championship this year. I bet that was – what was going through your mind on that one, running the bases?
Honestly, I kind of blacked out. It just it happened, and I didn't think too much after that.
Well, that's definitely a moment there. Going on to the offseason, you all have started the draft, and they have the fan selection and the coaches selection. What does it mean to you that your coaches selected you to come back and be a firefighter?
I mean, it was really special, getting to be one of the leaders on the team, that got to help, because I've been in banana ball for going on my 5th year. So it's really special to be a part of that group and to see, the team and the organization grow. So being a coach's vote was really special.
Absolutely. And then we know that with banana ball, you have the opportunity to travel across the world and play in a bunch of different stadiums. But what are some things that, no matter where you go, that you can only really find here in Pippa Passes?
That I can only find in Pippa Passes. Let's see. Well, I will tell you one thing that you can only find in Pippa Passes. It's the people. The people of Pippa Passes are completely different than anybody I've ever met. No matter where you go, the people in Eastern Kentucky will always be the best.
Absolutely. It's like a little family no matter how far you're from. Before playing for the Savannah Bananas, the Party Animals, and then the Firefighters, you were an Alice Lloyd Eagle. What are some traits that this school has instilled upon you as not only a player but as a person going into your professional career?
I mean, they've instilled a lot in me. I've grown up on this place, and I wouldn't be the man I am today without Alice Lloyd College. It's been a special place. They taught me how to work hard from a young age. And to be, very thankful and grateful to be where I'm from. So, that makes a difference when you go out into the real world and kind of get out of here. So I think that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very unique experience being able to work and go to school and just get that kind of mentality a little bit ahead of the curve for everybody else. So obviously your dad's a big part of the school, and having him as your coach had to definitely be unique. What are some of the principles that he personally has instilled upon you as a person and as a player that have kind of impacted you today?
Well, I can say it was definitely unique. We obviously had our ups and downs, father and son. There's always some battles going on, but like I said before, I wouldn't be the man I am today without him. He's taught me everything I know, especially hard work. I got lucky to be able to spend my whole life on this campus, and from a young age, I got to practice with the college kids and do all those things that most normal kids don't get to do. So, I would say hard work is one of the hardest, the best thing, because I got to see all the college kids do all that, and it set me up from a young age.
Yeah, it's definitely showing now with your firefighter career. And I'll end it with this one. Obviously, this classic is in honor of Irma D. Stepp. And what does this kind of mean, either to you or as just a college in general, to have something like this classic to honor her memory?
Well, it's super special. I'm lucky I got to come back for this. It means a lot to me, and I know my family, because, Miss Irma was like a grandma to me. I mean, she helped raise me. I ate dinner with her all the time, so it was just super special. And it's well deserved to have a classic, in memorial of her, because she was one of the greatest women I've ever met. So it's just super special, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I know I wasn't personally able to ever meet her, but just hearing who she was is always a very warm feeling. Just
unbelievable.
It's almost like you know her. Well, Dalton, I do appreciate you spending some time up here answering a couple questions, and we wish you the best of luck with all your firefighter journeys and everything you got going on in the future.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
And we're back talking about some basketball again. Thank you to Dalton Cornett, the firefighters' very own, for spending some time up here answering a couple questions, going off of a wonderful season. I know he hit the home run to send the firefighters to the first ever Banana Ball championship, and then he was top 5 in MVP voting, being one of the most electric players in the league. So definitely cool to be able to talk to him for a little bit. The basketball game has been going very good if you're an Alice Lloyd Eagle fan, currently sitting at a 96-51 score. It looks like you're seeing some of your starters come back in. Landon Napier, Nas Welch, Mel Hazel, Evan Eversole, and then the returning Jacob Curry. And Jamel going to miss that one. Koji Anderson's going to sub in, putting all of our starters in as Jamel Hazel comes back out. It's like Koji Anderson just lost the ball there, back on defense. Not really sure what happened on that one. You don't see too many mistakes out of Koji, as Welch misses his open three. Welch with some tight defense there, leaving him wide open on the inside. That's going to be number 5, Abraham Drill. To Curry driving, passing it to Anderson. Eversole inside with the basket. I believe there was a foul call maybe before. Yes, that's going to be a foul call. And Alice will be throwing it in from the baseline. Another thing I would like to mention about Mr. Dalton Cornett, he has his brand DC3. It's a lot of sporting items, I do believe. And if you're noticing these nice jerseys that Alice Lloyd has, those are DC3 jerseys. Great quality. I know the hat that I'm currently wearing is DC3 branded. But all around, just doing a lot. He came from Pippa, and he's wanting to give back. And I know a lot of our sports jerseys here have his patch on them, and that's for a reason. Great quality. First free throw, no good for Mills. Second one drops. Welch with some handles there. Landon Napier with the ball. Going to create some space. A little bit of a mismatch there for Eversole, and he's going to drive. Wide open lane for Evan Eversole. I'm telling you, Eversole as a freshman has come in playing very strong, ladies and gentlemen. Napier's three. No good, but the rebound and the putback score for Nas Welch. You're going to see some of the bench come in. Alex Rasnick, Will Alexander, Christian Large, Micah Shelton, and Keegan Ward. Going to be a 5-man rotation as Alice Lloyd is the first team to hit triple digits. Current score, Alice Lloyd 102, Crown 54. Alice Lloyd on defense to kick off 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Nice spin and put in there from number 3, Logan McGraw, with a very good play there. And we're seeing a sub for Crown. It's going to be number 23, Emilion Ospiano, going out. Logan Klein, number 32, going in. Instant shot from Mills. Pass it down the court to a wide open Will Alexander with a lay. Stop and pop from McGraw, not going to go. Micah Shelton with the rebound. Christian Large alone in the corner. Not going to fall. Keegan Ward fighting for the rebound, getting it to Micah Shelton. Shelton with the pass to Large. Large with the three, and that one goes. Christian Large for three. The bank is not open on that one from number 5, Abraham Jarrell. And a steal from Keegan. Alexander with the lay. Alice Lloyd with a current score of 112. Crown at 56. Alice Lloyd with a 56-point lead in this ball game. That looks like a foul on Alexander. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Current score, Alice Lloyd 112, Crown 56. And I'm going to take just a 1-minute pause. We currently have 4 minutes left in the game. Don't go anywhere. We will have post-game stats up at the end of the game and potentially an interview with who we deem the player of the game. So don't go anywhere. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with some action. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the game. Keegan Ward with the rebound. And another rebound. And the putback. Would be calling those rebounds something else, but somebody has trademarked that since she's known for getting her own rebounds. Be Keegan Ward again with the rebound. Ward has been having a great game tonight. Will Alexander with another bucket. Alexander in some late game getting some points. And a good shot contest there. The ball is going to go off of Shelton, going to give them the ball back to Crown. Currently sitting at a score of 121-59. Alice Lloyd looking to make a statement, and they sure did tonight. Crown looking to be sending in a 5-man rotation. And Keegan Ward with another bucket. Keegan Ward making the most of his varsity minutes right now. Having a great performance in the JV game, but varsity, he's playing some good ball right now. Micah Shelton with the rebound. Loses the ball. Number 23 is going to get that ball. And he's going to turn the ball over to Micah Shelton with the missed dunk. I believe the bench is going to give him some grief for that one. Yeah, they're all having a good time over here. And looking on the Facebook, it looks like we have some awards going out for Alice Lloyd's team. Conference Player of the Year and Libero of the Year have both been awarded to Gracie Gibson. First team All-Conference honors are going to go to Krista Ambergy and Kylie Ward. Second team All-Conference honors are going to go to Taylor Hoskins, Peyton Taylor, and Callie Butler, all 3 freshmen. An honorable mention is going to go to Rose Catello. And then also Coach of the Year, Coach Kayla Moore Van Hoos. So big congratulations to the volleyball team there. Having a lot of players having outstanding seasons. Looking to make a deep playoff push. Losing the ball, catching his own rebound. Keegan Ward, Will Alexander with the steal. Up the court to Christian Large. Pass to Micah Shelton. Micah Shelton with a nice layup finish. And a missed layup there by number 11. Looks like Alice Lloyd coaches are saying, don't shoot it. We have 20 seconds left, no shot clock. That is going to be game, ladies and gentlemen. Alice Lloyd with a massive win. Final score 127-62. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to go and get some stats right now. Make sure that we can find who our player of the game is and potentially get an interview. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the statistics for today's game. I do apologize. All right, Alice Lloyd as a team shot 53 for 96, while Crown shot 20 for 76. Alice Lloyd with a great shooting night. Alice Lloyd 17 for 42 from 3, 4 for 6 from free throw. You're going to see 23 offensive rebounds, 39 defensive rebounds, only 15 personal fouls, 32 assists, 8 turnovers, 3 blocks, all by Evan Eversole. And you're going to see 17 steals. Alice Lloyd putting on a heck of a performance tonight. Let's look over some individual stats. You're going to see Daniel Carmichael went 4 for 11, 4 of those being threes. You're going to see the return of Jacob Curry, 3 for 8, all of those were threes. So he had finished with 11 points off of 2 free throws as well. Evan Eversole, 1 for 1 from three-point range, 9 buckets total. He finished with 21 points, including his 2 free throws, as well as 7 offensive and 5 defensive rebounds, and 1 assist, 3 blocks. So I do believe, looking into those stats, that Evan Eversole has to be the Alice Lloyd Marketing Player of the Game, putting on a heck of a performance. But you can't forget guys like Nas Welch went 3 for 5. Koji Anderson went 6 for 8. Desmere Hatchett went 6 for 9. Will Alexander went 4 for 6. Jamel Hazel went 5 for 7. And Keegan Ward went 3 for 3. 3 for 3 with 8 rebounds and only 7 minutes of play. And Evan Eversole, 9 for 8, 9 for 15, 1 for 1, 2 for 2 from free throw, 7 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds, 12 total, with 1 assist, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and only 20 minutes of play, ladies and gentlemen. He did play the most of anybody by about 2 minutes, but still, 20 minutes to have that many stats is absolutely wild. And you're definitely going to look for him to be your key rebounder, your key in the paint going forward for probably the rest of the season. As Micah Wills didn't play this game, so you're not really sure why, to be honest, but you're definitely going to see more out of these other guys needing to step up. Probably Keegan Ward and Evan Eversole going to take over that forward position heavily. But you can't forget guys from Crown tonight. Jordan Mills went 4 for 18 with 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. You're going to see Logan Klein went 4 for 11. Logan McGraw went 5 for 19, shooting a lot of threes, making 3 of them, 4 for 4 from free throw. You're seeing a lot of different spread out points for Alice Lloyd, totaling Koji Anderson with 14, Daniel Carmichael with 12, Desmere Hatchett with 13, Jamel Hazel with 10, Jacob Curry with 11 in his season debut, and Evan Eversole with 21, totaling 127 points for your Alice Lloyd Eagles, spreading it out beautifully. So with that, we will be calling it. I don't believe we're going to get an interview tonight, but that will be tomorrow, I believe. We'll be able to call somebody up here before they go to the locker room. But we appreciate you tuning in today. Tune in tomorrow. Alice Lloyd plays at 1, I believe. So we'll be live with that action, as always. And thank you again for tuning in to the Miss Irma's Memorial Classic. We will continue tomorrow, as well as the Volleyball Region 2 Division Championship featuring Alice Lloyd Lady Eagles. So tune into that one too. Get it up on your computer and do split screen. Watch both of those games at the same time. It'll be a good one.